everyone! So if you're thinking about retirement, you've probably come across the word annuity. But what you might not realize is that there's one specific phase of an annuity that's kind of like its engine. Today, we are going to break down exactly that, the accumulation period. Let's dive in. All right, I'm going to start with a question that, might feel a little heavy, but it is one of the most important questions you can ask. Imagine this. You've been diligently saving into a deferred annuity, building up that nest egg, and then the unexpected happens. What happens to all that money? Does it just vanish? Well, you can take a deep breath, because the good news is, no, it is not lost. And the reason why all comes down to understanding this one key concept, the accumulation period. This is really the heart of how a deferred annuity works, and we're about to see exactly why it's so important. So here's our game plan. We kicked things off with that big what if. Next, we'll explain what this growth phase is all about. We'll look at the different ways your money can grow, and then help you figure out if this is the right move for you. And finally, we'll talk about your next steps. Okay, first things first, the growth phase explained. So what on earth is an annuity accumulation period? To put it simply, the accumulation period is the savings and growth phase. It's the time when you are putting money into the annuity, and while it's in there, it's growing without you getting a tax bill on the earnings every single year. This is what we call tax deferred, and it's a huge deal for deferred annuities. The whole process is actually pretty straightforward. Step 1, you contribute funds. That could be one big lump sum or a series of payments over time. Step 2 is where the magic happens. Your money grows tax deferred. This means your earnings can earn their own earnings. It's the power of compounding without the drag of taxes slowing it down. And all of this, step 3, is about building up the value that will eventually turn into your income stream. Which brings us right back to that big question from the beginning. You're in this growth phase, your money's compounding away, things are looking good, but life can throw a curveball. What happens to all that value you've built? And here is the answer, the really crucial piece of the puzzle. Almost all annuities have a built-in safety net, a death benefit. This makes sure that the value of your contract gets passed right along to the beneficiary you chose. So no, the money doesn't just disappear. It's designed to go to your loved ones. Now, it's important to know that not all growth is the same. The way your money grows during this accumulation period really depends on the type of annuity you choose. So let's explore those options in our next section, choosing your growth path. Okay, you basically have 3 main flavors. First up is a fixed annuity. This is your most conservative option. It gives you a guaranteed interest rate. Think of it as the slow and steady wins the race choice. Then you have a fixed index annuity. This one's interesting. It gives you a taste of market growth by linking to an index like the S&P 500, but, and this is key, it protects your principal from losses. And finally, there's the variable annuity. This is where you have the most potential for growth because you're actually investing in things that look a lot like mutual funds. But with that potential comes market risk. Which one is right for you? It really just depends on how comfortable you are with risk. So we've covered the what and the how, but that leads to the most important question of all. Is an annuity with an accumulation period actually a good fit for your financial plan? Let's figure that out. So who's the perfect candidate for this kind of strategy? Well, let's see if this sounds like you. It's great for people who want their money to grow without a tax hit until they're ready to use it. It's also perfect for anyone whose main goal is to create a reliable, guaranteed income stream for later. And, importantly, it's for folks who don't need to touch this money anytime soon. You have other funds for emergencies. Just take a second and look at those points again. Do they hit home? Is that what you're trying to build? Are you looking for that tax-deferred growth and that future guarantee? It's a really important question to ask yourself. Okay, let's wrap this all up and bring it home in our last section, your next financial step. We'll boil it all down to the key takeaways. I want to make this super clear because it's maybe the most important distinction. The accumulation period is the growth phase. You put money in, it grows tax deferred. The annuitization period is the payout phase. You stop putting money in and you start taking it out as income. It's as simple as saving versus spending. If there's just one idea you walk away with today, I hope it's this one. The accumulation period is basically the charging phase for your retirement income. You're building up this financial battery, letting it grow and compound, so that when you're finally ready to retire and flip that switch, you've got a powerful and reliable source of income ready to go. So that leaves us with one last question, and this one's for you to think about.
Now that you understand how this works, what role could this powerful tool of tax-deferred growth play in your future? It's definitely something worth considering as you build your financial plan. Thanks for joining me for this explainer.